young person looking to get into boxing today,
Yeah.
what would be some of the suggestions you would give to them? I
Frank,
know there's 1,000, but if you had, say, 5 points you wanted to make to that person.
well, Frank, first I tell them they have to have a good physical examination, that they have to be willing to be disciplined and follow the rules to the letter. And I wouldn't train a guy who wouldn't follow the rules. I wouldn't do that. I know the nature of the sport to such an extent
Right.
that I wouldn't allow a kid to fight if he wasn't consistent. I'll give you a typical example. Frank Lombardi came to me very discouraged at the Y. I was coaching at the White Plains Y for 20 years. He said, "You want to help me coach?" He was 15. I said, "Frank, only if you do everything you tell him to." He did. He won 12 amateur fights in a row. He won 7 professional fights. The last was the guard against a guy named Cesar Negron. And after that, he was going to Hofstra. He has a master's degree in chemistry. I said, he couldn't train. He didn't show up. I said, "Frank, retire." And he did, undefeated as an amateur to pro. He's in the film. You'll see him in the film. But this is too tough a business, Frank. It's the toughest sport in the world. Unless you can follow the rules and sacrifice, don't do it.
So follow the rules and be prepared to sacrifice.
Unless you're just going in the gym to learn the basics that we teach at the college. Introduction to Boxing is the name of the program. We start again in September of this year. I'm there 25 years, and I have to take this opportunity to thank and express my deep appreciation to the faculty, the president of Westchester Community College, Joseph Hagen, and Anthony Bezatesta, the athletics director. Why? Because they gave it a chance. And you have to give it a chance to see how it works. We've never had an injury. That's the methodology we use. That has a lot to do with that, Frank. You don't put a ranked beginner in with another ranked beginner because it becomes a slugfest.
Yes.
But you put him on an experienced guy that can gradually work him into it. We've done that over and over again.
And Steve, can you say a few words to those people who are in service to the community and to other organizations about how it is, from your vantage point, having spent so many years, decades really, in giving service to boxing, other sports, law enforcement, and the community? How is it to do that?
I think, Frank, the person that does that derives great satisfaction. It's not compensation in dollars or any of that sort of thing. I dare say, Frank, that my life has been completely devoted to volunteer activities, such as 16 years with the Little League in Mount Vernon, one of the 4 original managers. 16 years, and I became the commissioner of the Little League. And I see so much merit to it. That's truly a baseball, world baseball, not just local. It's world, like soccer, like Olympics. They're ambassadors of goodwill. So what I see, Frank, is that there's something. Someone once said to me, "Steve, why do you love sports so much?" You know what I do, Frank? Because of the truism of sports. You've got to make the putt. You've got to hit the ball. You've got to field it and throw it to first. You've got to knock the guy out in the ring. You've got to dunk the basketball or get the puck through the net. So you see the truism. Everything else is a lot of subterfuge, motivation.
Right, or almost good enough.
Almost
but you can't be almost
terminology, baloney.
Great, Steve. I want to thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to take this tour with you.
Frank, it's my pleasure. I want to do a lot of things together. Because you're a very competent guy.